Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Waves Weekly, series I post every Saturday where we cover recent news and current events that I believe will impact the markets. These episodes are meant to be a little more fun, so I'm excited to cover some again, fun yet relevant articles with you guys today. As always, we'll go over each topic that we're going to be discussing, then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, TradingView the usual, although we're not going to be looking at many charts today. Again, this is more news focused, but Tesla, in regard to this first article we have, talking about the man himself. So many of you guys may have heard of this. Once again, I'll just say this right off the bat. This article is about as 2020 a headline as I've ever seen. So Elon Musk unveils brain computer implanted in pigs. I mean, Elon Musk is just on absolute fire. Like the dude, if you guys have watched these videos before, you know that I think Elon Musk is potentially the most valuable human on earth, at least in regards to innovation. Great marketer, great entrepreneur, great mind overall. So I'm excited to cover this with you guys. We will then move into this is crazy news. So Microsoft and Walmart. Again, this is huge news as well if you guys are involved in the markets. So Microsoft was already in talks by TikTok. We covered that either last week or the week before that. We have been keeping up with this TikTok story. So Walmart coming in here, I think this is a super cool development in the story and great collaboration between two very huge, definitely titans of industry, but very different companies. And we will cover this briefly just to kind of set the premise for what's going on here. And then I want to move into the CNBC article talking about TikTok's current head explains how Walmart fits into its recent e-commerce push. Okay, because again, you hear Microsoft, that makes perfect sense in when talking about a potential acquisition or acquire for TikTok. But Walmart, you're like, what? So this comes from the words of the TikTok, one of the heads of TikTok themselves, and they're explaining why Walmart's kind of fits the bill for what they're looking for. And I 100% agree with it. I think this is a great idea. We will then end off with Bitcoin, so some great Bitcoin news. Not great Bitcoin news, but very bullish, optimistic Bitcoin news. You guys know we can't make a Waves Weekly without talking some Bitcoin. So we will cover this. You guys might recognize these two. The Winklevoss twins too. These guys are titans of industry in the Bitcoin space. So we'll cover their very bullish price targets. Again, it's not surprising to see them have extremely bullish price targets considering they hold like 1% of all the Bitcoin in the world. So we will cover this. There's also a great chart in here that talks about Bitcoin over gold. You guys know I like gold as well. I do hold a lot of gold miners. If you're part of the portfolio, you know that. But Bitcoin is hands down the better choice in my personal opinion and in the opinion of many others. And we'll look at this chart that explains why that is, because this pretty much sums up in a chart why I'm also way more bullish on Bitcoin and gold. Okay, so as always, before we do get into it, I will ask you guys to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Check out my complete portfolio and daily newsletter. First link in the description. Once again, this is the 7-day free trial is expiring at the end of this month. So tomorrow night I will pull this. Again, I will feature it at the end of every month, but the 7-day free trial for this month, for August, will be pulled tomorrow night. So check it out if you guys want. If not, no worries at all. But let's get into some news. Again, Tesla, whatever. I'll just give you guys my quick take on Tesla. So I will talk about the stock split on Sunday on the Stock Watch, considering they did literally just split their stock over the course of the weekend. So Monday might be a little crazy for both Tesla and Apple, considering those are the first trading days that we're actually going to see that split in effect. I personally think, I could be very wrong. Always remember that, you guys. I personally think this is going to be a buy the hype, sell the news event. This is, buy the hype, sell the news is almost a cliche in the trading landscape, and that's for good reason. It's because when everyone and their mom knows something is going to happen and the price, like I've had friends over the past couple weeks already, like the past week or so already, coming up to me. They have no idea what trading is. They've never touched a trading brokerage app or anything. Asking me if they should buy Apple or Tesla stock because of stock splits. That's usually a good sign that you should probably take some profits, because literally everyone and their mom knows about it. Okay, so I think it's priced in. I think the stock splits on both are priced in. Again, they could just keep rallying because these things are just absolute wrecking balls. So it could just keep rallying. I have no idea. Again, a stock split also doesn't mean much to me just because there's already fractional shares on so many brokerages. So I don't think I think it's buy the hype, sell the news. I'll just wrap it up there because I don't want to do the analysis. I'll do that more on Sunday though, or tomorrow in the stock talk. All right. Again, let's move on to this though. Elon Musk unveils brain computer implanted pigs. Again, that's about as 2020 as headlines get. The billionaire takes us inside Neuralink's headquarters with a startup is testing brain interface technology on animals. We'll just read this and then I'll just give you guys my quick thoughts on the topic. The year 2020 just keeps right on keeping on with the introduction of a group of pigs equipped with mind-reading brain implants, courtesy of Elon Musk. No one else can do this. During an event Friday afternoon at Neuralink's headquarters in Fremont, California, Musk found himself hanging out with a passive Yucatan swine. Several of them had previously undergone a surgical procedure in which a robot placed the latest version of Neuralink's computing implant into their brains. As a result, the brain activity of these enhanced porkers could be transmitted wirelessly to a nearby computer, allowing onlookers at the event to watch the animals' neurons fire as Elon Musk strokes their snouts. This writer got some jokes, eh? He kind of wrote that weird, but anyway, great. I mean, this is a very cool story, very cool. I mean, again, what else do you expect from Elon Musk, right? One of the most innovational people on this planet, hands down, and he's actually executing, okay? So a lot of people can have these ideas, a lot of people have cool ideas, of course, but Elon Musk is one of the few individuals out there, and he's already as rich as can possibly be. So the money isn't motivating him. He genuinely wants to make, wants to make like humanity better and really make the world a better place, more advanced place. And Neuralink, again, whether you want a chip implanted in your brain or not, you have to admit this is cool. I'm definitely not going to be patient zero. I'm not going to be in the first round of people getting chips thrown in their brains. But you know, second, third round, if all goes accordingly, then I wouldn't mind at all. Like our phone is pretty much an extension. That's almost how you think of it. It's an embedded phone almost, like to an extent. Obviously, like the first edition of this, the first few generations, first few iterations of Neuralink probably aren't going to be nearly as complex as a phone. But over time, like think about it, a phone is pretty much an extension of your hand at this point, right? So why not just get it closer to the dome and throw it in your brain so you don't have to carry anything around? Again, very cool news. I'll definitely keep you posted on that. The reason I had Tesla pulled up is again, Tesla, Elon Musk is never, if there's one human that sums up 2020, especially in the markets and the financial, just the financial world, it's Elon Musk. I mean, Tesla has just been ripping, obviously CEO, founder of Tesla. PayPal, if you guys don't know that was his initial start. PayPal Mafia, Elon Musk was like the head of that. Founder of PayPal, Tesla, the dude at the boring company. The list goes on and on. Again, dude's great. I do roast Tesla all the time because I still think it's fundamentally extremely overvalued. Tesla's worth more than Walmart right now, which is insane. Walmart, you guys have to keep in mind, this is a perfect segue into our next topic. So Walmart is currently, Tesla is at over a $400 billion valuation now. Walmart's market cap is at under $400 billion. So Tesla is worth more than Walmart. Keep in mind, guys, Tesla has a price to earnings ratio of 1,000. Walmart has a very healthy PE ratio of, where are you? Of 21. That's more right. Okay, that's a little more in the lane that I would feel comfortable investing in a mega cap company. Again, I don't invest in Tesla or Walmart, but again, Walmart, I think that's going to be on my stock watch too. I'll cover this a little more in depth tomorrow. But especially with this news right here. So let's segue right on in. Screen time. Bloomberg once again. Microsoft and Walmart offer joint TikTok bid vying with Oracle. Deal to sell U.S. operations could be reached within the week. Sudden departure of CEO Kevin Mayer signals imminent agreement. So if you guys haven't heard, this guy Kevin Mayer, I believe he was the ex-CEO of some Disney enterprise, or of some subsidiary within Disney, the Disney company. TikTok swiped him. TikTok plucked him out of Disney, took him over there. That was just like a month ago. He's already been terminated, or they've come to an agreement that he's going to leave, probably because they want him out of the picture. Because Microsoft and Walmart are probably going to win this bid. Oracle, nice try, guys. They're lucky to even have their name out there. Great publicity move for Oracle, to be honest, but Microsoft and Walmart, it makes perfect sense, especially with the next article that we're going to go into. So let's read this real quick. Microsoft is teaming up with Walmart Inc. in a contest against Oracle to buy the U.S. assets of the popular video sharing app TikTok from China's ByteDance. Oracle and Microsoft, with its new partner, both submitted bids in a deal that could come within the week, according to people familiar with the deliberations. Walmart would also own a stake in the newly spun off TikTok business alongside Microsoft, the people said. All right, so again, Walmart, why? Why Walmart? Let's look at that, and then I'll give you guys my take on this. So TikTok's current head explains how Walmart fits into its recent e-commerce push. Though many saw Walmart as an unusual potential buyer for TikTok, the social media's interim head, Vanessa Pappas, said there are synergies between the two companies. TikTok began testing the new social commerce features last year by allowing some users to add links to their profiles and videos. I'll just read this one, and then I'll give you my thoughts. For us, we've been really focused recently on rolling out some e-commerce features. We've been providing that for our creator community as another way for them to earn a livelihood. So remember, you guys, The reason that I really like covering this is because my lady, Lala, she is a TikTok creator. She's pretty big on TikTok. Just past 200,000 followers. She has an art-based page where she makes her art. It's actually all sitting in the back right here. You guys can't see it. I'm not really going to show you, but trust me, it's good. Go check her out. She'd be really pumped to see some of you comment on her stuff. So it's Made X Lala. It's just MADEXLALA. Yeah, go show her some love if you guys are willing. I'd really appreciate that, and she'd be pumped too. But she is a TikTok creator, and she makes money on TikTok, and that's why, if you guys have been following along and we've talked about TikTok, I'm very against, like, this is best case scenario. Obviously, I don't want the CCP, I don't want the Chinese Communist Party having everyone's data, but I still haven't heard a valid explanation as to why specific. I know, like, we're kind of in a tech Cold War at this point with China. I don't think anything's going to get physical. I think we're beyond that, personally. That is the optimistic side of me, so I hope that doesn't happen. But I think it's going to be a Cold War. So where data is valuable, but I still haven't heard a valid argument as to why. I mean, this is freedom. I think if you at this point, everyone knows that China owns TikTok, that the China owns a lot of your data. This is huge news. It's been everywhere. Everyone knows. And if they still want to choose to use TikTok, then let them. That's freedom. That's what everyone's pushing right now. Okay, so. Again, I think it's just kind of hypocritical when you're trying to argue as a patriot against TikTok because you're also revoking freedom in the process of that argument. At least that's my take. Please let me know if you think I'm an idiot here and dislike the video. But anyway, I'm really happy that Microsoft and TikTok, or no, I'm sorry, Microsoft and Walmart are looking to acquire TikTok. I think it's great, and I think it makes perfect sense. You guys, like, Walmart is. Once again, Walmart, I think, is the most undervalued company in at least large cap. Among, like, large cap stocks, I think Walmart is the most undervalued company on the market. Again, you guys, if you followed along, you know that I don't prefer large cap stocks. I don't really play large caps. But if I was to, like, I think Walmart is an insanely good value stock right now. So if you're gonna buy some stock and just set it and forget it for 10 years, I think Walmart's a great buy. They're like their online has been killing it. They're crushing it with the online. They do more revenue than any company on earth. If you guys don't know that, Walmart in the U.S. at least. So they do more revenue, which is cash flow. That doesn't mean profits, but revenue than any company in the United States, maybe on the planet. I should have gotten that fact straight prior. But, I mean, Walmart, huge company. They're the only, in my opinion, aside from Shopify, potentially the only company on the planet that could, like, prove as a viable competitor to Amazon. And still, retail buying, you guys, is only still at like 15% in the United States, maybe 20% or something at this point. That's still minuscule. So keep in mind, guys, it's still a huge market. And Walmart, especially with their new online e-com sector, like, crushing it. And if they win a large stake of the U.S. operations of TikTok, the biggest app in the world at this, like, right now, that's insane. So again, I will cover Walmart with more depth on Sunday in the Stock Talk, but I mean, I'm just super excited to see this. Again, I'm obviously biased because, once again, my lady is a TikTok creator and she makes a living off TikTok. So it pissed me off when this news first came out, and yeah, I'm happy to see two great companies, and I really like both these companies. Huge fan of Xbox. I love Microsoft. More of an Apple guy when it comes to like what I'm recording on right now and my phone and whatnot. But Microsoft, great company. Walmart, great company. I mean, that's about as American as it gets right there, right? That's the cool thing about it too. Like, potentially the most American companies in the markets are buying TikTok after all this controversy about the Chinese Communist Party getting data. So, I mean, this is a crazy situation. I'm pumped to see it playing out, though, and I'm excited to see what happens, so we'll keep you guys posted on that. Let's move on to this last piece, and then we'll take a look at Bitcoin, and then we'll close it out. So, Bitcoin price to 500,000. Winklevoss, it should be Winklevoss, lays out the ultimate bullish case. So, okay, I guess it's just Tyler. Tyler Winklevoss believes Bitcoin price is headed to 500,000 in the long term if it overtakes gold. Tyler Winklevoss, one of the first reported Bitcoin billionaires and the co-founder of Gemini, great exchange, by the way, you guys should check it out, believes the ultimate bull case for Bitcoin means reaching a target of $500,000. The theory for $500,000 long-term Bitcoin price is straightforward. Winklevoss believes Bitcoin could overtake gold as the global market's leading safe haven asset. Since the market capitalization of gold is estimated to be $9 trillion, while Bitcoin is valued at around $2 billion, this could leave a potential 45-fold upside. This is what I always say, you guys. Keep in mind, gold, that's not even provenly scarce, which we can get to down here. It's scarce. People view it as scarce. It's obviously established itself over the course of the past 1,000 years as a safe haven, scarce asset with a high stock to flow, okay, with a good stock to flow ratio. But again, gold is a $9 trillion market, you guys. Bitcoin, even though it's so volatile, like price per Bitcoin wise, you have to keep in mind that $200 billion is nothing in the financial markets. That's nothing. It's half of Tesla right now. So Bitcoin, a financial asset. Tesla is a company, okay? So Tesla relies on cash flow. Bitcoin is an asset class within itself. So that's why you guys, if you ever want to compare, or if you might be thinking about comparing Bitcoin with equities, they're completely different things. They're two completely different asset classes, which is important to remember if you want to compare the two. They are both kind of tech focused, and that's why people kind of confuse them. Like Bitcoin is almost like a tech company, but Bitcoin is an asset amongst itself. No one owns it. It's owned by the millions of nodes around the world. Bitcoin cannot be broken. It cannot be tampered with. Okay, so that's great. What does Bitcoin have? What it takes to potentially overtake gold? Investors have relied on three stores of value for many decades, namely gold, oil, and the US dollar, but all three have distinctive weaknesses. So let's go over here. We'll just go over Bitcoin, and then we'll go over gold, and I'll quickly just kind of give you guys my 2 cents on it. Okay, so scarcity, Bitcoin is fixed, gold is scarce. Durability, Bitcoin is software, gold is hardware. That's the hugest one. In a world that is trending digital, software, everything's trending digital. You can't carry around gold bars. The smallest amount of gold I believe you can carry around is damn it, I can't remember the name. It's some ounce. It's a troy ounce, okay? And that it's not divisible. Bitcoin is. You can send 0.01 Bitcoin, a millionth of a Bitcoin if you want, okay? Portability can be sent anywhere in the world via the internet, just like email. Gold, 25 pounds per bar. Divisibility, okay, right here, 1 millionth of a Bitcoin. That's called a Satoshi. Gold, troy ounce. Okay, so that's probably where I read troy ounce. Okay. Storage, digital wallets, safer vaults, counterfeit difficulty, prohibitively expensive has not occurred to date, so it hasn't happened. No one's been able to counterfeit Bitcoin to date. Difficult for gold, but possible. Adoption, market cap of 200 billion, market cap of 900 trillion for gold. So just, I mean, it's so obvious. It's so obvious to me that Bitcoin is the winner here for everything's trending digital. What's not trending digital in this world right now, especially with this pandemic, this lockdown has completely, it was already going to trend digital no matter what, but this expedited the process from like 5 years of that digital trend to like the last 6 months, okay? So everything's digital, everything's going digital. No one's going to, cash, I haven't used cash personally, I hate cash. I haven't used cash for like 5 years, okay? Everyone uses card. Money already is digital, so gold just does, although I do think that if you're a high net worth individual and you have millions to expend, I think it's probably good to have some gold. Again, I do hold gold miners. I think gold still has a lot of potential in terms of an investment, but I think Bitcoin has way more upside potential. I think it's a way more asymmetric risk. So gold and oil are difficult to transport and store, but more importantly, neither have a fixed supply. As such, if a large supply of both assets potentially gets discovered, although the probability of it is slim, I'm messing up here, it might negatively affect their value. Winklevoss explained, currently gold is a reliable store of value in the classic inflation hedge. The supply of gold is actually unknown. While gold remains scarce or precious on our planet Earth, the same cannot be said with respect to our galaxy. So I did kind of touch on this in a recent video when they went and met up with El Prez, Davey Day trader himself, and taught him about Bitcoin. They were talking about Elon Musk going to meteorites and like mining them for gold. And an important thing to remember is gold does come from space. If you can find a meteorite with gold stores on it, you can mine probably close to as much gold as is currently on Earth in circulation. Okay, so that's the thing about gold. It is scarce on this planet, but who knows? Like 100 years from now, once we do, it's probably going to be less than that realistically. If we do start mining asteroids, there's going to be, enough gold for it's gonna become extremely less valuable. Obviously, if we're mining tons and tons of it. Okay, so that's good to keep in mind. Again, Bitcoin digital, it is capped at 21 million for the rest of humanity, and that cannot be changed. That is encoded, and no one can change that. Inflation is coming. Money stored in the bank will get run over. Money invested in assets like real estate or the stock market will keep pace. Money stored in gold or Bitcoin will outrun the scourge, and money stored in Bitcoin will run the fastest, overtaking gold. I believe the same thing. I think you want hard assets. The dollar has been going down. We'll take a look at this. We don't look at this much, but I do put a lot of importance on the DXY, this US dollar index. So this is the US dollar compared to a basket of other international fiat currencies. Dollar, since March, has tanked. That's why the equity markets are going up. This is inflation. This is inflation directly in our faces. That's why you see the S&P at all-time highs and the dollar going down in value. So we're experiencing inflation right in front of us. That's why provenly scarce assets like Bitcoin are necessarily and are necessary. And the more people who understand that over time, I always say this to you guys, the more people who understand the importance of Bitcoin and the fundamental prospects of Bitcoin in a world that is printing trillions of dollars is, I mean, that will shoot this minuscule $200 billion asset that is Bitcoin, I mean, to space. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin and then we'll close this guy out. So Bitcoin, you know what? Here, let's go to my chart up here because I have the crazy looking spider webs all drawn over here. So Bitcoin is currently at 11.5K. It did bounce a little bit. Let's zoom in here. You know, let's go to the 4-hour because we did technically break this downtrend today, which is cool. So I'm currently recording this on Friday afternoon. All right, Friday evening probably for most of you. It's 2 o'clock Hawaii time for me. So Bitcoin did technically break this downtrend. It is now once again in an uptrend. If it can close above this, let's hope it closes the day. If it can close the day above this, it has confirmed the uptrend in my mind. So again, it's significantly above this trend line, and it's very likely that we will break this downtrend in. I think after this, we will now continue to move up. I don't think this greater pullback is going to happen now because it would have followed this downtrend, in my opinion. It could still happen. Remember that, you guys. But I think that we will continue an uptrend now. And if I haven't said this enough times, I'm sorry for those of you who have heard this like 20 times already. I'm expecting at least by the end of October a $15,000 plus Bitcoin. Okay, so I'll say that right now. I'm excited to see where this goes. As always, I will keep you guys posted. Content of the week. I fully didn't have anything ready for you guys, but you know what? This is great content because as I was researching this, I did watch a few videos and stuff. Go watch this presentation. This is amazing. This just gives you kind of hope in this time where everything. Not for me. If you're feeling pessimistic, go watch this video. It'll make you feel optimistic. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But I think it's great seeing people, again, Elon Musk. Yeah, although he's kind of a wild dude, I'd like to party with him, and I think he's doing great things for this world. Okay, so this is very cool. Just seeing, and it's inspiring. It's inspiring if you have any passions or aspirations that may seem wild. I mean, this is about Elon Musk unveils brain computer implanted in pigs. That's about as wild as it gets. So you guys just. If you need some inspiration, if you want some optimism in your life, go watch this. I highly recommend it. There are a lot of presentations online. You just YouTube it and probably find it. So go check this out. This is great content. And as always, let me know down below if there's anything else that exciting that happened this week that you think I should have covered, that you want me to cover, maybe tomorrow's stock talk or just next week. Any sectors you're excited about. So let me know down below in the comments. Always love learning from you guys. Always love talking shop with you guys down there. So until next time, always remember, take action. Make waves. Peace.